I did what I had to do.
Did you ever go to jail?
Yeah,
How many times?
a few times.
Did you kill?
Did I what?
How did it get started? Why is it here?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I have no idea. You'd have to ask my brother, the priest.
Do you believe in God?
You had to ask me that? I would never be here if there wasn't something bigger than us all. Fell in love with a little girl in the neighborhood. About 3 months after I got married. It's really hard for me to explain. I just went downhill from there. It was an eventual divorce, and that's why my kids and me are not that close. And I wish I could have changed that somewhere along the line. I was madly in love with this girl. I mean, I was madly in love with her. I left my wife for her, left my 2 kids for her. Don't ask me why. I used to just, I was quiet around her. But the moment somebody would look at her, or I would think they were looking at her, or maybe even you're right. Maybe I wanted to show her that I was in her defense. I gave a lot of guys beatings for her. We were in Sheepshead Bay one night, in Joe's Clam Bar, and I was inside getting cigarettes, and she was outside ordering whatever, and some sailor came by and was talking to her. And I freaked out, and I'm telling you, I freaked out. I went outside, and I just started wailing on him. But I mean, I gave him a beating. I mean, I overdid it, you know. I wasn't in my right head. I mean, it was a bad time in my life. That's why I'm telling you about it. And I'm not ashamed of it. I am ashamed of it, but this helps me. When I was done giving him that beating, I threw him over the rail into the water, into the bay. And he hit the boat. There was a fishing boat there. He hit the boat, and I don't even know till this day what happened to this guy. I just took him and I ran, got in the cab and disappeared.
Was your girlfriend with you?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
She was hugging me and kissing me. Is that crazy? I have no explanation for my actions.
How do you explain her abandoning you when you got arrested?
I have none for that. And I used to think when I was in prison, how could she have done this to me? I mean, I would have died for her. I would have stood there and you could have put a bullet in my brain. You could have shot me from the toes to my nose. I would have never said peep. The first 6 months in the can, I had a real bad time. I was madly in love with her. And she didn't come to see me. She didn't even stand in the back of the court and wave goodbye to me when I went away. And for the first 6 months in the can, I was... Yeah, you didn't want to know me. I was a dangerous, dangerous kid. And then one morning I woke up and then I could breathe again. It was gone. It was all over. The best day of my life is the day I fell out of love with that girl. When we were young in Brooklyn, there was every couple of neighborhoods, every couple of blocks had their own bunch of guys.
But you were Italian. Were you fighting against Italians?
We were fighting Irish and blacks.
So who shot you?
An Irish guy. shot me on the church steps of St. Brendan's Cathedral. That's where we had the fight, right on the steps of the church.
And what were you fighting over?
They had walked into our neighborhood. I worked in construction for a while when I was young, when I first got married. And my marriage failed. And I started running with the wrong type of guys, and I found myself doing a lot of bad things.
What'd you do?
Armed robberies, taking off bookmakers. I was a crazy kid. I did time at Sing Sing, Auburn, Walkill. I did time all over.
Which was the least pleasant?
None of them are real special. My full name? Gennaro Anthony Sirico, Jr.
And people call you...
I'm stuck with the name Junior.
You don't like it?
I'm 45 years old. Would you like it?
What are you frightened of?
Being alone, I guess.
Dying alone? Living alone?
Yeah. being alone, you know. I've been alone a long time in the way I see things, you know. I have a family and whatnot, but I got a big wall up.
Did you ever kill anybody?
No.
Why not?
Why didn't I kill anybody?
Yeah.
That's a funny question. Well, how can I answer that?
Truthfully.
No, I didn't kill nobody.
If someone offered you $1 million to kill a stranger right now, would you do it?
No. No, I wouldn't do it.
Why not?
I don't need the money.
Are you afraid to die?
No. The last thing on my mind.
You ready to die?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That doesn't frighten me at all.
Are you eager to die?
I used to be. I lived a life. My father died a brave man. He was dying for 5 years. I just lost him last year. Matter of fact, I stayed with him the whole year prior to his passing away. And that's when I got close to my father. My father was a great guy. I'm like my father. He never expressed himself. There was a lot of love in him, but, you know, he held it in. The last year I had a wonderful time with him. 45 years, I caught up with it in 1 year. He never said peep. He never said peep. And he suffered for quite a many years, 5 years.